jump on here real quick and just share something with you that I've been getting a lot of questions around, and it's time management. It's probably an ongoing struggle for a lot of people, but I'm finding as we're moving out of some of the restrictions in quarantine and we're getting back to normal daily activities and routines, everyone's kind of struggling a little bit to get back to that. It's a big adjustment because we're not really going back quite to normal yet, but we're trying to get back into good routines. So I wanted to share something that's worked for me, because a lot of people ask, say, well, you've got a ton of things going on your week and your day. How do you get them all done? I'm not going to say I'm perfect. It's always, for me, I think there's always improvement on our time management and our skills of getting things done on a certain time or getting somewhere on a certain time. But what has worked for me for the last several years is I get in a very good, solid routine with planning my week before it even starts. Is on Sunday, I actually sit down with my calendar and I sit down with my notepad. I actually still keep a notebook that I write in with a checklist. And I go through my calendar. I figure out all my appointments that I've got scheduled for the week that I know that I'm going to have. I check when they are. I look at what time I have free. And then I write down what I call my no matter what list, the things that I'm going to have to accomplish that week no matter what, like the urgent things. It goes on one side, it's at the top of the pad. And the other side for the other activities I want to accomplish for the week and reminders of things that I need to do daily. I put those out, little check marks by them, just kind of old school. But I also put time blocks and appointments in my phone for when those things have to happen. So it's all scheduled on my calendar. So I have a visual, physical thing, and I also have it in my phone. Kind of doubling up on it, but it works to have that little visual. And I also like to check off when I've accomplished something throughout the day. It's fairly therapeutic that way. But I find that when I do that at the beginning of the week, it sets the tone for I know what I have to plan for. And if I've got classes to plan for and calls and meetings, that I start getting in that mindset for the work week. And then every morning I do the same thing. I look at my master list that I made on Sunday and I break it down into tasks for that coming day. I look at my calendar, I plan, I look at my time blocks. And there's always little surprises that pop up in our industry. We've got clients that pop in, and I've got agents and other things that pop in and can disrupt that schedule a little bit. But most of the time I try to really stick to those time blocks so I can accomplish and maybe leave a little free play in there so that we're not working till 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night. That has helped me so much in scheduling my day. Some of you like to be super electronic on things and have everything in, and I've definitely done that before, and I still have apps that I use when I'm traveling. If I don't want to have to carry my book with me, I use an app called OneNote, and that translates in, syncs with my calendar, lets me put notes in and checklists and to-do lists, and it helps me keep it organized if I'm traveling so I can just have my phone. But I really encourage you, if you're struggling with your time management, there's something that I do with my clients is I'll call it time auditing, where you actually, it's kind of like when your drainer or something will make you keep track of everything you're eating so you become very aware of what you're putting in your body. You need to do that same thing with your time. You need to become super aware of where you're spending your time throughout the day. So keep a diary of everything you do for several days, maybe for an entire week if you have a pretty diverse schedule, and see where your little time, you can call them time demons or black holes of their time that are being sucked into, but you're losing your time during the week. Because we actually find that we have a lot more time than we think. We just not necessarily scheduling it properly, or we're letting distractors get in the way. Another reason why I like that no matter what list is because every day I have to look at that and I go, okay, those are things I have to put in. You know, I may have a distraction or something, but I keep pulling back to those are my urgent things I have to get done no matter what. So I hope that kind of helps you. There's lots of different scheduling tools out there. I think time blocking, you should always set alarms. If you're doing your hours of power, these visualization things work very good. I like these. They can keep, you can get them in half-hour size too. This is the Tom Ferry one. It's really helpful to see a visual when you're trying to complete a project and you know you've only got an hour for it, or if you're blocking for prospecting or marketing time, or maybe you're trying to keep yourself at only an hour or a half hour of social media time when you're doing your ads. Those are some things that will kind of help you visualize where your time's going. So I hope that's helpful for you. I hope that you're having a great week, and I will talk to you all soon.